Hello, Geekai here, and welcome back to Project Nihilum 0. It's been a while, hasn't it? But now, with the release of Act 2, the first part of it, we can finally start exploring some new stuff. Oh god, I'm so excited. You have no idea. I'm trying to keep it contained. It's probably not gonna work. Quick note on how this is all going to work. With each route, I'm going to start with the intro as a sort of recap, and then have it go into the new content. I am also going to do the routes in the order I got them back in the day. So that means we're going to be starting with the Bounty Hunter route, then go into the Laboratories route, and then have the True Paradise route before we go into, all of the dialogue that I need to get. Because yes, I'm going to get everything I possibly can again. That is a thing. Anyways, I will note, I did make some changes to files on some of my characters since we last saw them. I did nothing with Aslak though. He's still the same crazy, food-loving shapeshifter as he was before. So without further ado, let's get started with our initial playthrough of the Bounty Hunter route. And now I actually have to go get it. You don't know how long you've been running, but when you finally come to a halt, every fiber of your body is burning like fire. Breathing heavily, you lean against one of the house walls. Sounds from the main road reach your ears in a distorted way, so that every passing car sends you into another state of panic. It takes you a long time to calm down enough to think about your next steps. You look around silently, not knowing where you are and where you should go. Suddenly, the sound of footsteps echoes in your ears. With your heart pounding, you start to move around, your hands clenched into fists in fear. Who's there? Then a figure emerges from the shadows of the alley. Intimidated by the presence, you stagger backwards, fists still raised. Stay right there, do you hear me? Anyways, as we remember from last time, this is how we got our Bounty Hunters route, so let's get right into it. Not so welcome. Sure feels like that. 01, 11, 2969, 20000, alley. The strange figure in front of you stands motionless for a moment, while you feel their eyes staring at you from behind the black, dead holes in the mask. A cold shiver runs down your spine, while your heart is still racing with adrenaline. You've barely escaped the lab, and already you're running into the clutches of the next monster? Shaking, but determined not to let yourself be locked up again, you clench your hands into fists and raise them, but your feet do not take up a defensive stance. You prepare to run away, like prey. The masked figure approaches. Her boots have high heels that echo with a sharp, clacking sound off the cracked walls of the surrounding houses with every step. Gently and elegantly, she raises one hand and extends it towards you. For a moment, your tension eases. Your mind tells you to run, but you feel that the woman in front of you has no evil intentions. At least, that's what you think for a brief moment. Follow me, or I'll force you to. Oh yeah, friendly reminder. Well, not friendly reminder. Friendly reminder for myself, more like. So, starting with Act 2, the game is not going to be fully voice acted like it was in Act 1. There's apparently going to be some times when they have, fully spoken lines, but for right now, you're going to hear a lot of me for the next while. I am so sorry in advance. Your momentary hope for help, or even mercy, evaporates completely. Tension returns to your fists. Your mind prepares for another escape. Your eyes frantically scan the alley. Chewing gum stuck to the sidewalks, loose cables hanging down from the walls of the houses, scattered glass bottles on the ground. But no one who could help you. No good hiding place nearby. The stranger takes a few more steps towards you. I won't hurt you, just take you away, to a place under my command. She waits for a decision. I think it's probably in our best interest to, follow her, because, I just did my own escape. I'm not running again, and plus, as we pointed out internally, she doesn't seem to have, bad intentions toward us, so we're gonna just follow her. You lower your fists, take a deep breath, and approach her with small steps. The stranger lowers her hand and waits until you're standing next to her. Together, you take a few steps. You are still tense. Then you feel a dull pain in the back of your neck. Thank you for your trust. Nevertheless, I cannot let you know the way to the hideout. Not yet. Anyways, we're unconscious, I guess. Great. Not even, 5 steps out of the labs and we're already out cold. We are really out cold. Ooh. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the music. Me likey a lot. You don't know how long your mind has been lost in this endless, eternal, dark void of unconsciousness. Even before you open your eyes, you feel the pain in your neck, then the coldness around you. A dull humming reaches your ears. Breaking. Ooh. Sorry. It wouldn't be me if I didn't screw up lines and enjoy the music. Blinking, you open your eyes. Your heart begins to beat faster. Fear. You sit up, panic spreading through your body. Then the door opens. You press yourself against the wall and pull the blanket in front of you up like a protective shield. You pause. You are sitting in a bed. Someone has covered you up. You move your arms and legs to check. No restraints chaining you to the bed. Your gaze wanders uncertainly from your hands to the stranger. Good morning, sunshine. No laughter, no giggling. She steps closer, folds her hands behind her back, and sizes you up with her gaze. At least, that's what you assume. My name is Scythe. I brought you here, to this safe place. You swallow hard, then you nod. I am Aslak. Aslak. Alright. Scythe wanders around the room, averting her gaze from you. I'm sure you have questions, right? You stare at Scythe for a moment, then the questions pour out of your mouth. Where am I? Why did you bring me here? What's going to happen to me? Why? Scythe raises a hand to silence you. You're safe. Fresh out of the lab, and shortly after, you wake up in a strange place. You're lucky I found you. She turns away from you. Tell me, have you ever heard of a group of bounty hunters? She turns back to you, and for a moment you see your own face instead of her mask. Within seconds, her face loses its shape and becomes her mask again. You swallow. Your gaze falls on your own hands. Your ability. Shape-shifting. Scythe is like you, only she seems to be much more experienced in using it. I see you understand. Feel free to look around, but don't leave the base. I'll give you permission when the time is right. She turns to the door and opens it. She pauses for a moment, her gaze resting on you. You sense that there is something even Scythe does not seem to understand. Then she leaves the room and the door closes behind her. You remain silent in your bed for a few moments, then crawl out from under the covers. Unable to curb your curiosity, you step out into the hallway. Oh god, that scene, the idea of her face just turning into Aslak's. I may in post editing and stuff. Mild rant incoming. I actually got artwork of a couple of my characters from this game done by the creator as commissions, and oh my god, the way that Byaku did Aslak, oh my god, he looks so crazy and I love it, and oh god, that's gonna be so fun to try and do later if I can actually make that work. Anyways, maybe let's stop staring off into space and actually go out. A long, quiet hallway lies ahead of you. At one end, you see a door smeared with the same symbol from Scythe's mask. Suddenly, Who's there? You flinch and spin around. The stranger comes uncomfortably close, raises a hand, and pushes you on the shoulder, causing you to stumble back a few steps. She comes closer again. A stranger? In the middle of our base? How did you get in here, huh? Scythe brought me here. Oh, anyone could say that. What are you, a shapeshifter? I mean, I am, but... You swallow. She demands a demonstration. I really like this music. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. So just internal, like, meta-knowledge for me in terms of, like, because hybrids can turn into animals, like, they can do that, so maybe that's not the best idea, because it's like, oh, well, you could just be a hybrid, like, why are you here then? So, like, let's transform into another person. That's probably our best bet. Luca didn't like that. Okay. Okay, already in here, and I'm already making people upset, I guess. I don't know. You feel the skin on your face begin to tighten as the transformation begins. You let your feelings run free without thinking about what you are turning into. When you are finished, the stranger takes a few steps back in shock. Then you look down at yourself. Zen! God damn it, Zen! Why? Okay. Oh god, that's the last person I would want to be turning into. Thanks. Thanks. Oh god, think before you do things, I guess. Oh god, why? The shock causes the transformation to subside and you return to your original appearance. Never transform into that monster again, unless you want to provoke a fight response. Understood? She raises a hand. Luca, stop. This is the guest Scythe brought with her. She stands between you and the stranger, who apparently is named Luca. Our guest is under Scythe's protection. You know what that means. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right, because I don't actually know how to pronounce most of these names. So, if I find out I'm wrong later, much later, I'm so sorry. Luca snorts contemptuously, walks past you, and bumps into your shoulder. When do you think she'll kick you out? After the first test? Or even before that? She disappears around the next corner with quick steps. You turn around again and stare at the doors to Scythe's room. You think for a moment, then feel a tentative tap on your shoulder. Just ignore Luca. I'm Tora. Just Tora. You let out a giggle, but it is drowned out by the sudden rumbling of your stomach. Of course he's hungry. Of course he's hungry. What else is new? Come on, I'll show you around. Then we'll get something to eat. Yes, I very much want food. I very much want the food. Thank you. You nod silently, internally thinking about it. I'm sorry. That's too many at once. I gotta save it. I gotta savor it. Tora's friendliness feels genuine, but you've learned not to trust everyone right away. For now, though, you have no choice. Tora leads you down the hallway to the next corner. She points to the large door there and enters. The living room. Ignore the clutter, it's always here. No one knows who it belongs to, so no one wants to help clean it up. Your gaze wanders around the room. The style and material of the walls, floor, and ceiling seem familiar to you. Tora points to the TV and explains something about TV time, the missing remote control, and so on. At some point, you tune out. The tension inside you is eased. Tora leads you out into the hallway and turns left. You pass various doors with nameplates on them. Small stickers and photos adorn some doors, while others are kept as simple as possible. Tora, Luca, Shadow, Rope, Tommy, and Scythe. That's right, those are all the residents. We are all members of the group led by Scythe. I know she is often cold and distant. She has her secrets, like everyone else here. You stop in front of another room. It is the room where you woke up. Tora stops in front of the door, but motions for you to go in. There are several sets of new clothes and toiletries for you in the closet. Put on whatever fits. It's not much to choose from, but clean clothes are better than nothing. Feel free to use the shower in the bathroom across from your room. I'll come get you for dinner later. You can sense her smiling gently beneath her mask. Calm sets in. Then you feel your breathing suddenly become easier. Hope. You feel hope and calm. Alone in your room, you take a deep breath. First, Scythe kidnaps you. Then this strange place, and Luca, and now Tora. It's a lot to process all at once. Lost in thought, you rummage through the piles of clothes in your closet. They're all full body suits in dark gray with some light gray areas, such as on the elbows or knees. Without thinking twice, you choose one in the right size and head to the bathroom across the hall with your toiletries. It's quiet. The warm water gently splashes against your skin. You keep your eyes closed almost the entire time. For the first time in a long time, you feel relaxed. You apply some shampoo to your hair and are surprised by how good it smells. Like nature, plants, rain, like freedom. There's a knock at the door. You startle out of your thoughts. Dinner's ready. One moment you were in the shower, now you're in your room. The relaxation has put you on autopilot. Tora, who is still standing in the doorway, waves you over. Together, you make your way to the living room, while you can already hear voices from behind the door. Together, you enter the sweet-smelling room. You already know Luca. She doesn't even glance at you. Tora sits down next to the little blonde girl and starts filling her plate and yours with the delicious-smelling food. I need to see the food. I need to remember, wait, which button are you? I need to pull out my keyboard because I need to move it all the time for the fact that my microphone exists and I don't have anywhere else to put it. I think it's this one. Yeah, there it is. Look at the food. Look at the food. Is that even food? Actually, is that food? I'm gonna pretend it's food. Because if it's plants, I'm eating plants, I guess. That's honestly, I feel like something Aslak would actually do. Let me put let me put that away. You sit down too and tentatively start eating. Silence. Until the girl finally asks.
Huh?
What's your name? Aslak. You smile kindly, at least you try to. The girl tilts her head and replies cheerfully. I'm Rope, and this is Tora, and that's Luca, and Shadow. She starts asking you lots of questions. For some reason, most of them are about drains and sewers. I made the comment last time of like, is she autistic? Because like all these questions about like drains and sewers just reminded me of like a special interest. And like, oh my god. I don't know if I'm right or not, but it's still kind of funny. While you do your best to answer the question satisfactorily, you watch the others eat. Each of them pushes their mask up so that only their mouth is uncovered. It seems uncomfortable to you, but you're sure these masks have a meaning. Tora wears one, so does Rope. Luca, Shadow, and Scythe too. Everyone except you. If you're going to stare, at least do it subtly. You flinch, embarrassed, and look back at your food. The masks are a symbol. Only those who have been accepted as full members of our group are given a mask. Luca mentioned tests. Is that what this is all about? Luca lets out a spiteful laugh. Tora gives her a quick, wordless glance. Don't worry, you'll have time. Get here first, get to know us, and then you'll get to know yourself and your abilities. The abilities that I very much used very wrongly, like, earlier. But, Aslak, tell me, what is your goal? You think about it. Until now, it's always been about mere survival. Then there was Delta, and now the thing with the tests. And Soren. Daddy, I have to save someone. Oh, that hurts me a little. I could not pick that one though because Aslak's not. Like, it's not like he doesn't care about Soren, but in comparison to the I need to find answers because like our whole ability stuff and Delta and everything is just crazy, I think he would say this one. Then he needs to find answers. Tora nods understandingly.
Oh?
A question that drives you. Curiosity can be a powerful motivation. Don't forget, curiosity kills the cat. And satisfaction brought it back. Don't forget the rest of the phrase. So I'm gonna be satisfied, maybe, whenever I get that answers I want. Tora sighs. Sometimes, however, it's worth dying for your curiosity. The conversation continues for some time. They ask you questions about your time in the lab, the games, your escape. Rope asks and asks and asks, while Tora helps explain your answers. Shadow seems to be listening even if he doesn't say anything. A short time later, you find yourself back in your room. Fatigue clouds your senses. You take off the strange suit and fall into bed. Even though the mattress is hard, it's so much more comfortable than the bed in the lab. Breathing deeply, you pull the covers up to your nose. They smell fresh, but floral. Maybe tonight I'll dream of a flower meadow. That would be nice. Murmuring softly, you fall into a deep sleep.